letting go in faith, taking the leap forward with a great level of trust in your heart. You have a very big picture on your mind. You're trying to open up some whole new evolution or picture for yourself. And in the process of doing this, you let go of not only internal struggles that weigh on you, but relationships, habits, anything like that that has sort of become burdensome. There's maybe been debate, there's maybe been this, that. You're extremely clear on what you've been ignoring, or what you haven't been seeing, or there's something that clicked into place for you that has probably altered the direction of your life forever. So that's pretty cool. Stay consistent in whatever it is you work towards. You may experience conflict because there does seem to be some awareness of you, or of a situation, or just something that is, I don't know, I'm not going to say it's conflict, but it's I'm going to say maybe a bogged down energy, or like a frustrated energy around you. You also may have some like unexpected communications from past people. I mean, we are entering a retrograde, I'm pretty sure, so that would make sense. Let's see. I get the impression that the timing of everything is sort of impeccable. I mean, it's like so sort of synced up that it's bizarre almost in how you will experience things. And if you do receive any level of backlash or sort of tension, I guess the advice is to not let it really get to you. Somehow it feels irrelevant to what you're building towards. It's like none of this other stuff matters except for this. Lord of earned success is where we start. So that's representing you. That's good. That would suggest, yeah, and your cross of Lord of established strength. You've been battling at something for some time, and you kind of feel like it's almost like you stepped into a place of wanting to, or of understanding that you like deserve something, or some sort of perspective on yourself. I mean, there's a level of change that's happening within you, right? It's almost kind of like you receive a lot of things that you've sort of, chased after, or have, obsessed over even for long periods of time, but it comes at a point where it doesn't really matter to you. It's at least not in the same way. It comes after a shift in perspective. There's a level of letting it go. It comes after a harmonious change. That's what this card talks about, and it flopped out, so that's what's currently happening right now. A change that will bring harmony. You may lose a sense of interest or pleasure in things that maybe really you really clung to in some way. There's a rest from strife. Also, don't be short in your efforts towards something, especially if you're not certain about it. Don't give any lack of effort or show up or cut yourself short, because I have a feeling that may introduce some sort of massive transformation in your life. Stick to the plan. Whatever you decide to embark upon, or whatever you decide to do it to the absolute best of your ability, and with full understanding that this is definitely happening in some way. It truly feels like a long awaited change. I don't know how that may fit in your life, but or just unexpected turns of events. But again, it's sort of synchronized in this way to where it all makes sense all of a sudden. Force, expansion, um, release, you know, and there's a level of sort of embodied respect you take on, or you may even sort of interact with people differently, or are thinking about like presenting yourself differently in some way. Um, it's a very calm demeanor. It's sort of like no matter what's going on, you sort of have the subtle notes, right? So um, you've learned how to move in some way. It's like even if you're panicking on the inside, you move calm externally. There's also like something or someone to release, you know, that you may have been like sort of like pondering about for some time or something. I don't know, that you might be cutting certain things or people loose, but in a much more casual way, because again, there's this sort of sense of clarity around what you value, or I'm not sure. There's definitely an answer that has sort of come to you here. If it hasn't, I would be shocked. It must happen in the next few days if it hasn't already, or some kind of realization within this that really sort of changes the trajectory of how you're moving. You know, so I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes.